My name's Katie, and I've been asked by Rebecca to do a short Canva tutorial, just showing you around Canva and how to use it, and just all the basics really. So if you haven't used it before, hopefully you'll go away with a basic understanding of how to make some graphics, images, etc. So I'll just start on the home page. So if you haven't got a Canva account already, it's a usual, easy, free sign up. I've actually got the Canva for Work account, which I think I pay about £10 a month for. But for most users, the free account is absolutely fine. So on the left-hand side, you have create a design. Yours will be in red as standard. I've just added in some custom colours just to make my homepage or the account kind of branded. And I'll show you how to do that later. You can search your designs here on the left. These are all my designs here. No, these are not all my designs. These are where you create a design. I'll click on this. These are all my designs. So some I've done for myself and for other clients, etc. I've got designs that have been shared to me by team members. I can then create a team. I can look at my brand, which is where I've added in my custom palette colours. So I've got a few different palettes currently for various clients. We can add logos and so forth in. We can upload fonts. So I use this font here, any that I've purchased or downloaded for certain clients. I've uploaded here as well, so I've got access to them. We can explore templates. So Canva will give certain templates free of charge, which you can just change the colour, the fonts, any images, etc. And they're free of charge, and they're ready for you set up. So you can makes it a lot easier to use. So you can create folders as well in Canva. If for instance you have different clients like myself that you work with, I can have different folders such as these. I won't go into those right now. So if we go back to create a design, these are some of the design types that Canva offers as standard. So social media, which is a square, so that's great for Instagram, Facebook post, Pinterest graphic, A4, YouTube thumbnail, card, Twitter header. I won't go through them all, but there's a load here for social media posts, for documents, blogging and ebooks, marketing materials, social media and email headers, events and ads. So there's literally, I very rarely use custom sizes because they've got the template size for most things to start you off with. So let's just choose social media. Incidentally, sorry, before I carry on, if you do want to create a graphic for the custom size, you can do so in the top right hand corner here. So let's just click on social media on the square. Okay, so this is the next page you'll be taken to, and this is where we design our ad. So again, down the left-hand side, you've got search, where you can search for various images. So we'll just search for laptop, for instance. So this is where if I wanted an image of a laptop, there we go, and that's a free image. I can use that in any of my graphics that I design. That's quite a nice one. I haven't used that one before. So they'll tell you whether they're chargeable or free completely. Down here on the bottom right, a lot of images will be $1, which you can purchase if you like. But they're always adding as well in Canva. Recently, they've added loads of really good quality images that you can use for free. So next down on the left-hand side, we have layouts. So these are layouts or templates that you can use to create your graphic. And you've got access here as well to any team templates that you've added and any designs that you've added. Next on the left, you've got elements. So again, you've got access to some free photos. You've got some grids, frames, illustrations, lines, shapes, icons, charts. I love Canva. Do you know, I don't ever use that one. Food, people, nature, landscapes, vintage, business, minimal, artistic, fitness, seasonal, lifestyle, inspirational, real estate, fashion, travel and weddings. So they're just broken down into a few categories there for you. Things like shapes. I use square quite a lot. So all you would do if you wanted to use a shape is click on it already goes in one of my branded colours. At the top left, you can change it to any colour you like, and you can make it any size, smaller, larger, just by dragging and dropping like you would in most programs. We'll just click on it and delete it. Next is the text. So this is where you would add text. So if I clicked on add heading and typed hello, that's great. And that'll just go in the standard font. If you want to change that font, go over on the top here, click and find a font that you want to change to. Canva has got loads and loads of really, really good fonts. Let's just take a look through, find one that you like, mess about with it until you're happy. There we go. If you want to change the sizing of it, make it larger, make it smaller, you can do so there as well. And if you wanted to change the colour of it, go onto this coloured square here. So my branded colours, or these two kind of blush colours that I use throughout my branding for my business, are here. So I'm just going to change it to that as standard. If you wanted to add a little body of text, you might want to add your website, for instance, which I did all mine as standard. Just drag it down to there. Again, we can change colour. We can change size. And that's very basic graphic there, just using one of the stock images and adding some text. Also on the left-hand side are some free designed text elements, if you like. For instance, this one says you're invited to an ice cream party, and you just click on those and just change the text. They're texts that are already matched to work really well together. So again, you can change any elements of those. You can put those any colour you like. And again, you can change the fonts on those if you want, but like I said, they're matched to kind of go nicely together. And again, you can just drag and drop those to wherever you like. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. It's not allowing me to cancel that in one go. There we go, done. Also over here is the background choices, or all the background choices. So you can use, again, it goes through, it brings up my branded fonts and team fonts that I've got access to, and the default palette. If we wanted to change the background to any of these colours, very simply, or you can change the background to one of these pre-made patterns, if you fancy something funky. And again, the colours of these can be changed. All you need to do is click on the whole graphic, top left here into the box, and we can change those colours. There we go, and just change the basic colours of them quite easily. Just go white for that a second. So we keep, there's loads and loads of patterns there as well for you to look at, and there's various kind of backgrounds, like a wooden background. We go kind of sparkly. So some of these, as you can see, are $1, and most of them are free, but there are some that are chargeable. So uploads on the left-hand side is where you would add in, I'm just going to get rid of that background because it's hideous. Come on, change for me. There we go, let's put it back to white. Okay, so uploads are where you would add any of your own images and graphics that you want to import. So you might want to keep a logo here, and you can upload your own images. You can see there's loads here that I've used previously. So if I wanted to get rid of my laptop image, just delete that one. It doesn't want to delete today for some reason. Let me just bring this in a second, just stick it over the top. Oh, it's gone. I know it's there. We'll just cover it for a second for ease because it doesn't want to be deleted. So let's, for example, show you a few basic changes on this again. So I've just changed the text here. I'm going to change the type of font. Let me go down to one of my favorites, playlist script. Okay, I'm just going to move the box because I want that text to sit at the top there. Okay, You can decide whether you want it centralized to the left or right, so the alignment. Okay, so that doesn't quite sit in there, so we're just going to make it a little bit smaller. So I'm going to click on the size in here, go down to 72. That fits lovely, it's nice and central. Just going to change that to slightly darker blush. Okay. What else can we do? We can make it capitalised or uppercase or lowercase. We can put in bullet points if we wanted to, if we were making a list. We can change the spacing on the letters and the lines. We can make a copy. We can arrange items separately. So actually, the fact we've got that laptop picture works well here. If we click on this one, we can arrange and send this back, and it can go back behind this image. Let's just bring it forward. So this is where this would work well. For example, if you had an image and you had some text on it, you wouldn't want it behind the image, you want it on top of the image. So you could move that around there. If, for example, you wanted to put some transparency on an image, here you can do that. You can see it just fade in and out. So that works well sometimes if you were to put a box over the top of an image and you wanted to put some text, like so, and then you wanted to show some of the image underneath this box, we could put transparency, go to maybe 80% or 74%, and you can see some of that picture. It's quite a pale picture anyway, but you can see some of it. So you'll see graphics like that all the time with a box over the top of an image underneath. So that's why that one would work pretty well. You can add links to your images, so you can link to external websites, and of course you can pop it in the bin. So when you're ready with your image and you've added in a graphic, you've done your text, you've changed the colour, and you're really happy with it, you can download it. So you can design, you can give it a name, leave in new. We can download here, choose your file type. So you can have PNG, which is standard, PDF, PDF print, and an animated, JPEG as well, and an animated GIF movie experiment. Now this doesn't always work for me, but I'll show you, see if we can get it to work. This is quite a new experimental feature. If we wanted to make it look more animated, so it's preview. It doesn't always load very quickly for me, so I'll see if it is going to do it today. Okay, so you can see how this would look if I wanted it animated. That laptop picture's still there annoyingly, but you can see different ways that this would look in an animation. Let's get rid of that laptop. That's gone. There we go. Finally. If you need to be really specific when you're designing something and you need to zoom in, you can zoom in a lot closer so you can check your dimensions and things are centralized properly and so forth. You can zoom out. Here you can make a copy if you wanted to make, say, a slideshow, and you can change then from here. I can change the image to get rid of that one. Go to my uploads and let's stick a different photo in. Just going to change that. I've got two different images quite quickly. You can change the colours. When you click into the colours, incidentally, it won't show me now. If I was to change that one there, let's see if I can get it to do it. Let's try this one. Won't do it because they're different. That one's the lighter colour. Let me just put those the same. Here we go. And it'll give you the option to change all of, these are very similar colours. There's a lighter blush there and a darker blush if you can't quite make the difference. It'll give you the opportunity to change all to the same colour. So it's really handy if you're designing something. Swap those around. I didn't want to do that. If you're designing something and you kind of design it, you change it and you think, actually, I'd really like this in a hot pink instead of that blush colour that I've designed it with, you can click on change all and it'll change them. So straight away you've got some new graphics quite easily, quite quickly. So you can see how easy it is to design these. On the top bar here, Canva will just take you back to the home page. You've got File. Here you can change the dimensions. And Magic Resize is really, really handy. So if I've designed these and we did these in square and I wanted to actually make some for a Twitter post, let's just do Pinterest graphic, for instance, and a Facebook post. And then you can click on Abracadabra Resize and they'll actually make copies for you in the other sizes. They're just taking forever to load up. But there we go. We've got a Pinterest graphic and we've got a Facebook graphic. They don't always copy perfectly, depending on what you've got on the graphic. On the whole, it's really clever. It's just a really, really clever tool that you can use to make copies. You can save. It saves automatically as you go through Canva, but you can save as well manually if you want to. If you're in making a graphic and then you decide to change something, you want to keep them both, I tend to make a copy like that. I don't think it's showing you when I make copies and things on this recording, but you get the gist. So you can make a copy easily enough and then just change a few bits and pieces if you like the kind of way it sits and you're happy with everything else. You just want to change maybe the quote or an image. You can do that quite easily. Undo. Have I done everything under here? Yeah. So we finished on File. Undo is obviously quite self-explanatory. So I've just changed the font there back to blush. If I undo, it should go back to the last colour. Which one did I do? Let's just change that and then undo. There we go. Worked that time. And it went back to the blush colour that I had it originally. You can redo. It's gone back to black. Undo, gone back again. Help, there is some help on Canva and support. So take a look there if you do want any assistance at all or something, you need a bit of help with or a question. Unsave changes, they're just telling me that it's not actually saved right away. So I'm going to just manually save it and it corrects to all changes saved at the top there. So we know that it is where we need it to be. So if we go back to our designs, and I'll quickly just do another image with you. So we'll choose a Pinterest graphic this time. Okay, so these are some of the basic templates. So we'll just use one of these for now, just to show you how simple they really are to use. Let's choose this one here. Okay, so I'm going to click on the box at the top and I'm going to pop it to a different colour. Creating the perfect blend. So I'm just going to change top tips to give fear. Oh. Boot. Okay. I'm just going to move this one up here just by dragging and dropping. I'm going to change that font here. I'm going to make it black. I'm going to take it to the edges a bit more. It's still not going to fit, so we do need to make that quite a bit smaller. See if we can get away with one more. Yeah. So we've now got top tips to give fear the boot. I'm going to change that font again. Let's try that one. Oh, nope, can't understand that. So have a play around with the fonts. Some things will be easier to understand and some you'll use and you just really can't make them out. So make sure you choose a font that is clear and that people can understand easily. Give fear the boot. I don't know if I like that one actually. I'd prefer it in lowercase. There we go. Top tips to give fear the boot. I'm going to make top tips a little bit bigger. There we go. I'm going to change this image. It doesn't fill me with images of anything to do with fear. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to add my own photo in. Let's just stick to the same. There we go. Perfect. And I'm going to add in my website. Add button here. And there we go. how long did that take? A couple of minutes, literally. And I've got a lovely graphic ready to use on my blog about a post that I can write about my tips to give Fear the Boot with a free PDF. Incidentally, I have actually designed the PDF. Let me see if I can find that. It was only yesterday I designed it. Here we go. Give Fear the Boot. It's taken a while to catch up. I've got so much open on my computer today. Here we go. So this is a simple graphic. It's just got an image in the background. I've then added on in the elements. I've added on a square. I've then, if I can click on it, so much on this. As you can see, I've taken the transparency down to 82, which gives just a sneak peek to the image underneath. I've then added a title, Give Fear the Boot, and I've got tips for how to give Fear the Boot. I've just put a quote at the bottom, fear is a liar, and then I've added text at the bottom for my website, and that is an A4 PDF download that's going to go hand in hand with the blog post. So you can see from designing a graphic to actually designing the PDF to download as well. You can design, let's just get some of my designs up and you can see what I've designed recently. So I've got social media images, I've got banners for Facebook, I've got affirmation cards. What else? I've got some client social media as well. I've got some workflow and workbooks, just some quote marks, some updates on some stats. I've designed some course content, just a little worksheet, beginner's guide to Facebook, so guides. Like I said, you can design so many things for your social media, your website, whatever you want to do. There's loads of trackers and things, just so many simple ideas. And most of the things you need are actually free. So it's an absolutely fantastic tool. If you've got any questions, I'm absolutely more than happy to answer them. You can find me at katiecolellasocial.co.uk. By all means, drop me a message. I'm on Facebook. I'm friends with Rebecca, so you'll be able to find me that way as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoy Canva, and I hope you learn some new things from my little lesson there. Let me know how you get on with it. Speak soon. Thanks. Bye.